March 12th, 2021. Putting the hairband on because I didn't realize my hair looked like crap. Welcome to Simple Freaking Man Radio. Danny, what was that question you had?
Did the Knicks win last night?
Did the Knicks win last night?
No, but neither did the Celtics and Raptors, so we're fine. It was an okay loss.
Who did the Celtics lose to?
I don't know. I just saw that they lost.
Celtics fans, they got to hate watching Kyrie just score 40 on their team.
Did he score 40?
Having the most fun in the world.
I'm coming back, Boston.
Boston, it's funny that we're in a better situation than Boston was, and they are the ones who robbed us in that trade. And they did rob us in that trade. I mean, they got, Jason Tatum out of it. They got Jaylen Brown out of it.
It's karma. That's all it is.
But they never won. They never won.
So there's not a ton. I keep on forgetting to put the Better Watch on YouTube freaking thing out, but whatever. I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull up YouTube and I'm going to comment that because we don't get views if we just put it live on YouTube. And I was late to putting it out today. No big deal. And then still something like we only get a few people from YouTube. So let me copy that freaking link. So what's going on in college life, Danny? It's what's going on with you guys?
Nothing much. I mean, the power hasn't gone out recently, so that's always a good start.
Does the power go out like often?
No, it was a one-time thing, but you don't expect when you're paying money to lose power. But other than that, I mean, I want to kill the Wi-Fi, dude, because it sucks recently. But other than that, good. It was 70 degrees yesterday.
I was just going to say, are you taking advantage of the weather going outside?
I was in full shorts, short sleeves. Bought a football yesterday to throw around. It was lovely.
Nice. You know what you got to do? You got to throw it in like the direction of, you got to find a friend, whoever that may be, roommate, and you throw it in the direction of a group of girls. And that's how you start the conversation.
Yeah, we almost hit a group of girls yesterday.
Okay, there you go. Well ahead of your time.
How far can you throw a football, Danny?
Well, it's like a little football, so I mean, I could throw decently far.
NFL ball. How far do you think each of us can throw an NFL ball?
30 yards.
I think I could get 40.
Well, you're 6'7". I would hope so.
Yeah, I think I could do maybe like 20.
You forget how long yards are. Like sometimes I forget about when you look at it from up top. And it's like they'll throw like a 5-yard curl. But if you're on the opposite side throwing a 5-yard curl, that's a long way to throw a football.
Yeah.
Like that's like a 20-yard throw right there. And it just looks so simple.
To some.
Yeah. Simple Man Radio. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool how far people could throw a football. Like you can imagine Jamarcus Russell just on his knee. Like 60 yards. Yeah,
that's an absolutely mind-boggling thing that happened.
Snacks, do you think Matt Stafford's overrated?
His knees? Matt Stafford overrated?
Yeah, because I got flack for on the podcast last night. I was like, why do people act like Matt Stafford's gotten like some raw deal? He's had amazing weapons. He had like a top defense. He's never won a playoff game. Like you can't be elite and not have won one playoff game.
No, and he had arguably top 3 greatest receivers of all time.
Yeah, Calvin Johnson. He had Golden Tate, Marvin Jones, Kenny Galladay. Like, I know the offensive line hasn't been perfect, but and they've had good defenses over the times too. It's like Matt Stafford to me is not like
I like Stafford. I don't think he's some second coming or anything. I think he is what he is, but I guess you could see to me.
Matt Stafford or Phillip Rivers.
Phil.
I go Rivers every day of the week, and Phil. It's not even close.
Yeah, I go Phil. And I'm not a Phil fan, so.
What about you, Danny?
Yeah, see that. I might have just to go Stafford. I do like Stafford more than Rivers.
I had someone messaging me being like, well, there's throws that he can make that some QBs can't. It's like, I'm so sick of hearing that. Being able to throw a ball really hard doesn't make you better than other QBs.
Look at Drew Lock.
Look at Ryan Mallett, okay? Like, I'm so sick of he can make special throws. It's like, who can make special throws? Every quarterback ever in the NFL that started, for more than a season.
Well, there is a reason they're in the NFL.
Yeah. Like, it's at that when you're at the NFL level, your arm strength shouldn't be the main thing talked about you unless you're using it like Patrick Mahomes.
Well, that's a different case. I think in Stafford's case, and I I feel like Jim Caldwell was a decent coach, but
he was a good coach.
He was a good coach.
That was like their second best season. Matthew Stafford's second best season was with Jim Caldwell.
Yeah. The Patricia era was terrible.
No, if we're looking at the last 2 years, yeah, he's been screwed over.
Right.
But like, even think about that Giants game against us last year. Like, he made some really stupid,
Giants should have won that game.
He makes dumb throws all the time.
Yeah.
There was a pick where he just threw into double coverage to Janoris Jenkins, and that's the stuff people want to like murder Daniel Jones for in year 2, and Matthew Stafford's doing that in year 12.
Yeah, no, I can understand. And he's the weapons thing alone, like Calvin Johnson. How you don't win a playoff game scoring like 40 points is beyond me with Calvin Johnson, or even make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I know they got robbed in that playoff game against Dallas. There was a bullshit penalty call or non-call or something. But even still, whatever.
Again, that didn't. It's not like that ended the game. And
no, I know.
That year they were a really good team. That year he did have an amazing year that year. Like, I think that was 2011. That year was like, he had an amazing year that year. That defense was balling, and Ndamukong Suh was like in his prime.
So yeah.
You had if one call is making the difference of them like being good or not, I just can't get on board with it.
Yeah.
It was a moment Patricia got hired.
He had like 22 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. So like this guy who's supposed to be this elite QB in the Lions' second best year had a worse year than Daniel Jones' rookie season.
Oh boy, Daniel Jones comparison.
It always comes back to a Daniel Jones comparison.
Can never avoid it.
Well, I will say Daniel Jones in about a year or two will be the best real estate agent on the East Coast. So
he does look like he would be a good real estate agent.
I don't think
he's going to be a phenomenal real estate.
He'd just be like, but I don't know. But
no, he's very awkward in front of a camera.
If Daniel Jones doesn't end up being good, he's going to be the top backup QB in the NFL. He's perfect.
He does scream backup quarterback.
If he doesn't end up being good, like he's not gonna be cause a stir. He's got legs. He can make all the throws. Like he will like Daniel Jones will be in the NFL for the next 10 years, like it or not. Whether I don't know what role it's going to be, but he will be in the NFL for the next 10 years.
Yeah, I can easily see it. I hope it's as our franchise quarterback, but yeah.
I mean, that's the hope, that's the belief. But
either way, for sure.
Yeah.
He said,
Snacks.
Go ahead, Danny.
What was your reaction to Soldiers news yesterday? Because I know.
I think I was dumbfounded. I thought for sure like he was just going to be chopped and that was it.
Well,
for sure. I thought it was a certainty. So
I thought for sure because of the article he put out. I thought I was like, okay, that's someone saying I'm not like the Giants aren't keeping me. And maybe Jordan Renan said that it was the ball was in Solder's court. So maybe Solder's like I'm not going to take that deal. Which I hope the offer is disrespectful. The offer the Giants should be disrespectful to Nate Solder.
It should be.
So
for his play, that bullshit or everything.
It could work out good if they're manipulating the cap to like make a ton of more cap room this year. I get that, but if they're doing this to the idea of like, oh, we still think he can play and battle with Matt Parrott. Like if Nate Solder's the swing tackle, Matt Parrott has to win that job. He has to win that job.
And if he doesn't, we have a big problem.
He's another year older. He admitted that he's not going, he didn't work out like crazy. He sucked the last time we saw him, and he's switching positions. He cannot be the starter week 1. We're going full talking Giants right now. I don't care.
Well, it's just
it's Nate Solder.
There's not much else going on Friday, so
I know. Well, I'm waiting to see whatever happens before I make any like reaction to it.
Yeah, I'm mentally preparing myself for him to be back. The moment he announced he's
being
returning.
back, if it makes sense money wise.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so what's his cap number this year? 10 million?
16.
16, but it's 10 million of dead cap.
Okay, so
they would save $6 million, which I would like to just cut him and be done with it.
That's fine. Like,
but if you can keep that $6 million, and if the number makes it to where you're saving that $6 million and you're keeping him as the backup tackle, and you don't have to go out and get a backup tackle, then I'm cool with it.
That's what I was just going to say. I'm fine if you can. If he takes a pay cut and his cap hits like $4 million, you save that $6 million, and he's here backup. Fine.
Yeah,
fine.
That makes sense to me. And I'm not somebody with the way the Giants are right now. I'm not gonna worry about depth. Where it's like, oh, we need this backup, or it's like we're not in a situation to worry about depth right now.
We need players.
We can't worry about Daniel Jones getting injured this year. We just need to embrace, like, if Daniel Jones gets injured, we're screwed. We better hope the defense has a Seattle Seahawks performance. That's what happens if Daniel Jones goes
week in and week out. It would need to be the case.
Yeah, the Colts did that back in the day. They're like with Peyton. It's like we're just going to embrace that if Peyton gets hurt, we're screwed because we got Jim Sorgi playing backup QB and Curtis Painter. I get a lot of Curtis Painter comparisons.
Google. Hold on.
Make sure you look up Curtis Painter Colts, and then So yeah, like the Giants, they're not in a situation. You like it? I thought about making that my profile pic.
That is phenomenal, and I clicked the one obviously with the long hair.
Yeah. Which, by the way, my hair. If I was still doing pools, I would cut my hair. It's getting out of control now.
Well, you can't be in the heat with that kind of hair. I can't imagine.
No, it's miserable. That's how most of my haircuts have come when my hair is long. Or it's like a day out in the heat and it's getting my eyes and I literally will just get off work and go straight to the barber and shave all this off.
Pools. I miss pools, Bobby.
Karis LeVert's going to make his debut on Saturday.
That's cool. I'm looking forward to that. Karis LeVert was my favorite net, so I'm looking forward to that. Karis LeVert and Allen were my two favorite guys.
He sucks.
Karis LeVert would be your best player.
No, he wouldn't.
Yes, he would.
No, he wouldn't.
Yes, he would. Because if he was on the team, Randall wouldn't be having the role that he has.
Okay. But we still wouldn't know.
Thibs would love Karis LeVert.
Yeah, he would.
So.
Well, RJ's finally been playing consistently the last week and a half.
What do you think RJ's ceiling is?
It's a really good question. I don't think he'll ever be a superstar, obviously.
No.
But like
think he's the guy who could make the All-Star game like 7 times.
7 times a lot. I think he could have a few in there depending on the year. I could see like 21, 22 points a game. You know who? You know what? Here it is. And I think this is a pretty good one. DeMar DeRozan.
I hate DeMar DeRozan. Sorry, the player I dislike the most.
I'm not even saying likewise or not.
Without the playoff choking, how about that?
Fine. And stats-wise, and I think his game is kind of like that too. He drives to the hoop, and he's a mid-range guy. 3-pointer's not really his thing. Although, the last 7 games, RJ shot like 50% from 3. So if he keeps that up, I don't want to say sky's the limit, but yeah, I think he's very good.
If you get rid of the playoff choking, then DeMar DeRozan, I think, is a good aiming point for.
I think it's a good for their style of play and the numbers that I think RJ could put up. Yeah, he can. I don't think he'll ever be able to be the number 1 on a team, like a
right.
You have to bring. He's a perfect. I don't want to say 2 yet, and he's not Chris Bosh obviously, but he could be a perfect 3.
Yeah,
he plays good defense. He could score. So.
And the big 3 is dead in the NBA now. Besides the Nets, like last year there was no big 3. We actually did a podcast, myself and Jake, like ranking the playoff team's 3rd best players, and the best one in the league was Jaylen Brown, which now you would say Kemba on the Celtics, but the best one in the league was Jaylen Brown, and then like Mike Conley was like the best one in the West.
It's crazy.
I just love that the Knicks are all now like they have one good year and they're like, all right, let's go all in. It sounds like they're trying to trade for people.
Are you guys going to make any trades?
I don't think so. No.
They make it sound like Phibbs still wants to add like someone like Oladipo.
Oladipo. I'm kind of out on Oladipo.
Yeah.
Why did the Rockets pick Oladipo over Karis LeVert?
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, maybe to flip him again for more. I don't hate Oladipo, but if you're gonna make a splash, whether it be at the trade deadline or in the offseason, I don't think you don't want to use like two of the draft picks that you have at your arsenal on that when you could add in 2 more and try and get a Bradley Beal or something like that. So I don't think a big move happens the trade deadline, but yeah, the only way you got to pounce when the iron's hot. So the only way stars were ever going to come here is if you win games. So when you finally start winning games, you might as well go for it because you're still the fucking Knicks, and next year you can win 12 games. Something can go crazy wrong.
Just unless you're trading lottery picks, yeah, there's no. I don't think like try and win games and try and make yourself like the Knicks. What they're doing right now is their best shot at getting stars, not
Correct.
clearing cap space and getting a ton of draft picks.
Winning games.
What they're doing right now is no one's talking about James Dolan anymore because there's no LOL next. That's the best way to bring stars in. In fact, if this was happening the year before KD and Kyrie's free agency, they might be Knicks right now. If this was the way it was,
be a completely different story. Yep, it's a shame. David fucking Fizdale, what a joke.
Anytime an NBA player likes to coach, they almost always anytime NBA players have a consensus on something, it's usually like a horrible opinion.
Absolutely.
I thought that was going to work out to perfection because I thought he was
when
such
everyone
a
was
good
mad
coach.
about the Timberwolves. It was like, why are they doing this? Like they know, what we shouldn't think about? What Donovan Mitchell cares about who was it? Who did he coach with? The bench coach? Oh, Dame Lillard. It's like, whose opinion I don't care about with the Timberwolves? Dame Lillard's.
Yeah, right. He's not on my team.
Yeah. It's like they wanted their guy and they got it. It wasn't like it's not like they fired their coach and they're like, all right, let's start the coaching search and then had somebody in 45 minutes. They started the coaching search much before that.
Speaking of James Dolan, did you see what happened with Patrick Ewing yesterday?
Oh, that was legendary.
Refresh my memory because I did see a tweet about him.
So Georgetown beat Villanova, big upset in the Big East tournament.
He didn't have a name tag. Was it that?
No, so he's walking around in the back, obviously all around Madison Square Garden. That's where the Big East tournament is, obviously. And security guards kept asking to show his pass. So after the game, he's like, "This is my house." And then at his post-game news conference, he was bitching and moaning. He's like, I thought I was known around here. I've been having to show my pass to all the security guards. I'm gonna have to call up Mr. Dolan. Is my number in the rafters or what? You don't know who I am? I built this place. He was going off and off. So security guards might be fired.
Georgetown and the Garden. My gosh,
he's 7'2". Georgetown,
crazy.
What?
And
then people this morning I was listening to Sports Center and whatnot, or not even Sports Center, just the radio, and people are saying, they might not have been born when Patrick Ewing was playing, blah blah blah. Come on.
If you work at the Garden,
they shouldn't be fired though.
No, not fired. I was kidding, but come on.
Ewing effect. Every time I think of Patrick Ewing, I think of Bill Simmons and his Ewing theory. Like the Knicks actually got better without Patrick Ewing. Do you listen to Simmons at all?
No, not really.
I listen to
Although I heard his podcast is really good.
I like it when they're talking about basketball in the playoffs. That's now that I don't listen to a ton of pods now. I have basically one podcast I listen to now that I'm working from home. I would always listen to Simmons on Monday when I was cleaning pools.
Does he do it with Russillo? Because I'm a big
Russillo and him are good together.
Yeah. That's cool. Maybe I'll. Well, hold on. What was this theory? Because how were the Knicks better?
Basically saying losing your best player makes you better as a team because you start Odell with the Browns would be a Ewing theory. Calvin Johnson, he retired and then the Lions got better that next year. That would be Ewing theory.
Okay.
But the Giants didn't get better after we traded
I'm
Odell.
just going to say this theory doesn't really work.
We got worse, I think.
Did we? We won 6 games in 2018, right?
I think 5.
5, and we won 4 in 2019. So, so we got 1 game worse.
Who else? Let's see. The Vikings didn't get better when Randy Moss left.
No.
But now the Rockets lost 11 games in a row.
Patriots sucked after Brady left. We're exposed to this fear right
There's
here.
not many.
He doesn't say that every time a best player leaves. He's just saying there's times when certain times when the best player leaves. It's not like every time the best player leaves that the team gets better.
All right. All right. Kyrie Irving, Boston.
What stock should I buy? I have $50 worth of buying power.
Let's see. I actually Googled stocks to buy.
I want less than $5 so I can get at least 10 of it.
It's a John Boy Media stock.
Are they public?
No. They got into it yesterday with the Ashland girl.
Who?
Ashland. Some guy was like, how many retweets to fire Ashland? to John Boy.
Oh, I did see that.
And
And he's like, he does more.
sure. And then so I replied, how many retweets to fire Danny King? And nobody came to Danny King's defense.
And so I was like, I'm screwed, am I?
Oh, Danny, I'm sorry. I didn't see that.
Oh man, we should do a fake firing of Danny. Like one day we should be like, Danny, we had to let him go after all those controversial things he said yesterday. And
That's
we'll just delete the tweets and be like, you guys didn't see what Danny said? And
that's like
and then a week later, we're like, you know what? We don't care about cancel culture. Danny's back, and just have people perplexed.
That's something you do in like the middle of the off season when there's literally nothing going on.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, we're gonna. So now, Danny, you are gonna be fired for 1 week, and then we're gonna bring you back and be like, you know what? We're not bound to cancel culture, and just leave people, like I said, perplexed.
What the fuck is wrong with these people?
These are the off-season ideas we try to stay relevant.
Oh no, but you have to do the thing on the cop car. Screw the ambulance and the fire truck. Put it on the cop car.
Oh, it's going to happen at some point. I will be putting Talking Giant stickers on a cop car at some point.
It's the only way to go.
I'm
Look
not
how
even
happy
good at
Snacks
looking up
is.
stocks.
Look how happy Snacks is.
All right, give me 3 letters, random letters. Actually, you know what? I'll go right here. BSD. Oh, Snacks is frozen.
Yeah. There's 2 of them now.
I actually like this. Let's keep it like this.
Yeah, it feels bigger.
So I just looked up BSD for Bobby Snacks Danny. It's BlackRock Strategic Municipal Trust. Shares are $14.
Do it.
The last week they're up 29 cents. The last month they're down 48 cents. Let's look at the year. They're up $1.69 in the year. Last 5 years they're only up 27 cents. So that's I need something smaller.
It's a no-go. That's a no-go.
Let's go back for STB.
There you go. We got some combos now.
Nothing comes up, but Vivos Therapeutics comes up.
Oh, do it.
You know that? Therapeutics?
I've never heard
but there's $7. I want under $5.
I used to go to a club called Vivo. So
not going there. All right, let's try one more. DBS. Power Shares DB Silver Fund. $35 stock. No, thank you.
No.
Bobby, look up OGI.
$83. Yeah, right. OGI.
Look up OGI.
I just need to find the next Apple. Organogram. Down 2 cents on the day, $4. Up $1.25 on the week.
Danny.
Dude, we got ourselves a freaking mover. Thank you, Danny. Danny is going to make me rich.
What do we got?
It's got $4.02 per share. It's Organogram. So I'm going to buy the maximum. What's the maximum? 12 shares. I'm buying 12 shares. You don't have enough buying power to place this order. Market buy orders on Robinhood or place as limited orders at 5% above the market price in order to protect customers from overdraft. I'm saying I do the make limit and thing.
Snacks, how excited are you for the players this weekend?
Can't wait, baby. Can't wait. It's pretty funny. I am in a decently high stakes fantasy baseball league, and we are deciding the order based on where our golfers finish. So,
that's a clever way to do it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I will be locked in all week. It's good. Oh my god!
You are looking at the newest investor in Organogram. Now let's look up and see what the company is and see if it goes against my morals. I won't buy against companies that main thing is against British. Oh, you got me investing in cigarettes?
That's perfect. We're smoking
That's
Woody.
the best business.
We're smoking Woody.
Smoking Woody speaks for himself. You know what? I'll hold on to it for a week. I'll hold on to it for a week, and then next week we'll sell.
Elevator dam, baby.
That's freaking what are the odds of that?
That's unbelievable.
It's British American Tobacco strikes deal with Canada's I think they're weed.
Oh,
even better.
Yeah, but I'm not like a super weed guy. So I went on Jake's show yesterday, and I would never promote just getting high for recreational. I understand all the medical.
Oh yeah, that.
But I'm just not gonna promote it for just to do. And they're and I guess their ad is like this like smokable like weed type thing where it's like I guess it's technically legal. They're like, yeah, and it was like they like started to involve me in the ad, and I was just acting all awkward. It's like I'm not gonna do this. Like,
you sure? I mean,
you send this to me, I'm gonna just get rid of it.
You kind of seem like a big reefer guy.
Back in the day, now I'm not.
Yeah. You missed it. You're missing out.
Oh wow, they have to know my legal age to get on. Can I share? Oh, I'm okay. I'll share a screen. How about that? Let's see. I forgot we can do that. Share screen. Hopefully you guys don't see anything bad.
Porn.
Okay, can you guys see the screen right now?
Yeah. I read it.
Before proceeding, we'll need to confirm your of legal age and your province of residence. So this is like only Canada.
Oh yeah, well, only Canada.
So you can't even buy this in America. I'm going to say Alberta because I know someone that lives in Alberta.
Why?
What is this? Is this your phone number?
Yeah. Actually, wait, no, that might be your age.
Oh yeah, I accidentally pressed buttons already. I'll just tell the truth. I'll say
you really are.
I don't rely on what's your legal age thing anymore.
I'm going to be 28.
Welcome to Organigram. About corporate profile management. What can I get like a mission statement or something?
Just go to Wikipedia for that.
Yeah, I mean, this is just straight a weed company.
Yeah,
you're welcome. Nothing wrong with good old fashioned.
We'll sell next week. I don't want that kind of view.
Ooh.
There we go.
Oh, that shows my unit. Well, actually, it's kind of gone. All right, Danny. Every 3 seconds, say stop. Okay? When I say go, every 3 seconds, say stop.
Every 3 seconds, say stop?
Every 3 seconds. We're going to get another stock in here real quick. And I'm going to say the ABC in my head.
All right.
But I'm going to mix it all up.
All
right. Go.
Stop.
I hear the elevator.
Yeah, we're popping right now. Stop.
What are you guys doing?
Stop.
Sorry, I'm just sending a text message.
Trying to figure out what's the next stop.
Okay, Bobby, type in MJS.
Oh, I don't have any more buying money though. I already bought the weed company.
I thought we were going to spread this out.
No, all or nothing.
What the hell just happened?
Oh boy, so Simple Man Radio, big weed radio station.
For 1 week it is.
We should bring on a weed expert. We should bring on a weed expert next week.
Oh wow, dude, I'm already up 78 cents. It's like as soon as I bought it, it's went up like 7 cents.
I should have signed up. I should have made you sign a contract or something. I got some of the share.
Dude, I am freaking rolling in the dough right now. Since I re-downloaded Robinhood, I'm down $2.27.
Not good.
Not good. Down. Need to get that up.
I really just use it as a savings account. Like it's just like that's another place to put my money. Where it's like if I need money, I'll pull it out of there. Where it's like you can't pull Robinhood money out and spend it that day, which is like the only time I'd ever dip into my savings unless I really need it. So I just use it as another savings account. Whereas like an actual savings account, I can just transfer into my debit, and that doesn't work. And another way I do it is I'll go over to my parents and I'll literally just hand them cash and have them put it somewhere.
I guess that's a safe way to do it.
No, hey, in life, know your weaknesses. My weakness is having money. I can't have the money in my hand or I will spend it. You know, like the last time I had a good amount of money after my bonus this year, shout out John Boy Media, I spent like $250 in stickers and magnets. Totally unnecessary. And I love it.
And you don't even send them out to anybody.
Dude. All right, so I'm gonna have to rewrite your envelope. That pisses me off because I thought maybe the envelope was too big, but I sent more to John Boy Media than I did to you, and I didn't get them. So I'm gonna do yours right now, so I don't forget.
It's actually pretty crazy that never. It's almost like a month now.
It's almost like you're lying.
I'm lying. First of all, if I had the stickers, you would see them. Dumbass. Lying. What are we doing? What are we doing 2 weeks from today on Simple Man Radio?
2 weeks from today? Oh, for your birthday? We're gonna do a full Nets Orlando Magic preview.
Nope, we are not. I'm gonna be on Simple Man Radio with a mimosa. Maybe some.
We should do like a Simple Man Radio. Can you have alcohol in your dorms, Danny? I know you're not of age, but like, are people that are allowed to?
No.
Is it? I didn't. Some campuses you are. There's dry campuses and there's campuses that aren't.
Oh, I am for certain not one of those.
I wasn't in one either. Okay, here's a story about little Finesse, Bobby Finesse. We got in trouble. Like, we were literally playing beer pong in our room, and the RA comes by, and at first I was like, keep the noise down. I'm like, okay. Then he comes by and he's like, I smell alcohol. He's like, open the fridge, and our fridge was full of beer. And we're like, no, like, not doing it.
What's your want?
And he's like, so when that happens, they have to get the actual person who like is like an adult, like a paid employee, not a student, to come over and like, okay, but like, we're gonna have this person come over and they're gonna look through it. I was like, fine, do it. I was like, I'm not opening it. But the one thing for some reason in my college, they weren't allowed to look into your closet. It's weird. Like, I don't know why. And Snacks is frozen again.
Got that college Wi-Fi going right now.
Idiot. You look fine. Your screen is very clear. My screen is clear. It's just Snacks who lives in his get her internet in your house, Snacks.
What a rookie.
I was in the middle of a good story too.
It was a good story. Let's see what happened. Oh,
Dude,
there it is.
your internet.
At least it works there.
It's the first time it's happened.
You literally had to do this earlier in the show.
Yeah, well, we're recording tonight, so this is not a good start.
Yeah, it's better it happens now than on Bleeding Blue when you're interviewing like Clem or someone like that.
So, anyways, long story short, they're like, okay, we're gonna have the.
I'm pissed. I missed that whole story.
I literally just got into it, so I saw you're frozen. But anyways, so they tell us like we're gonna have to have the person come. You can't hear us. Oh my gosh, this is madness. Use your phone. Use your phone.
This is why this show is invented right here.
Snacks, use your phone.
He's so frozen.
Use your phone.
Absolute madness here at the half-hour mark. Apparently, what's this? Apparently, they're saying there can be 30% capacity at Citi Field by the time opening day comes around. I would be ecstatic.
Are you going? You should You're gonna go to games, right?
Oh, 100%, yeah. I will be there. I have no doubt in my mind. I just need to be back in a stadium. And
sorry, I was sending a text. So, but anyway, screw Snacks. I'm finishing the story. Here he is.
Try again.
No, he's not frozen. He's pretending to be frozen. So I'm going to finish this story, and I don't care if you leave. Can you hear us? Oh my God! I'm not letting him back in. I'm not letting him back in until I finish this damn story. Now I didn't want to tell the story. Now it's like not even like But anyways, we have the person come over, and my friend who played offensive line too. I literally had him stand in front of the RA, and I just grabbed all the beer out of the fridge and put it in my closet, and so the person came in, and they couldn't find anything, and it was like they're like, "What the hell? Like, how the hell did this happen?" Like these people weren't willing to open the fridge with stuff in it.
Before we had them.
I know. It was a finesse. I felt proud of myself. And then because the lady came over and she sucked and she looked for something wrong, I literally had like a Corona bottle with some sand from the beach that I brought up there.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to have this. It's like, screw you.
What harm does it cause to you?
It's a sand in a bottle. Leave me alone. What a loser.
Oh yeah. So update to the whole. You remember how I've been like before last week, 2 weeks ago, I was doing the show on a chair.
Yeah.
So apparently we're now starting to move lounge furniture into the elevators. We're getting real creative now.
Do you have any like pictures or anything?
No, not right now. Or actually, do I? No, but there's one in the elevator, and I actually made the ride nice and comfortable. I just sat down and just enjoyed the ride up.
I
like that. We used to we would just steal stuff from like the main lounge area. So like we had this nice table. We just took it from the lounge area and put it in our room. Like we took all the power strips from the lounge area. Like anything we needed, we would just take from the lounge area and just made it our own.
Yeah. I love it.
We're at. I wish the people in the background could hear me. While Danny's muted, I wish they could hear me. We need to start having people on the show from the elevator.
The elevator?
Elevator interviews. Like just.
All right, what we can make it work one day.
Here, let me just tell him.
That was just one of the.
You just messed. Use. Oh my gosh, I hate typing on this little phone with my big fingers.
Well, get a bigger phone.
I know, but it costs money. I was very close to getting one, and then it's like $300.
Just get like the iPhone, like SE or whatever it's called.
That's what I have. This is like the 6 SE. I think that is the 6. That's what I have.
Yeah, but like the newer one.
There's a newer version of the SE.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, Giant Insider popped up on the Simple Man Radio timeline. Let's see if they have anything to say.
Yeah. What are they gonna add? Jack Squad. That's what they're gonna add. Yeah, like you could get a new iPhone S. Is this a new iPhone SE? Oh god, I don't know.
I just need the headphone jack.
Oh, okay. So then don't get any of the new iPhones.
Yeah, it's like why would they do that?
Then just get a Samsung at that rate.
Did you change your hat?
No.
My hat? Oh, you're talking. I'll snacks it back.
So I finished the story. You don't get to hear it. Screw you.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
It wasn't that great of a story, to be honest.
I will say though, snacks. We now have lounge furniture being moved onto the elevators. That's how.
Really?
That's a little. Yes, and apparently toilet paper was in one, and they're not a fan of us right now in the building. It's getting. We're rising up.
Wow. Okay. Elevators doing big things.
Elevators got lounge furniture. You can lounge in the elevator.
You should find some drugs and put them in there too.
Just go all out. Just throw everything in the elevator.
You might as well.
Oh, I found that whenever we go to the Keys, I'm going to get either Justin or Danny to go to jail for a night.
I vote Justin.
I'm going to get Danny a DUI on a scooter. Actually, I shouldn't joke about that. That's not funny.
What's it called? One issue. Remember when you said, "Are you coming up for draft month? What's your plan?"
No, I'm not going to do that. It's
all right. Well, good because I found logistical issues. Even if I was able to go, since like people know of this show on this campus, I could just get ratted out on and just be like.
How many people know of the show from your school? Like how many people? Like, and are they all from you talking to them, or is it like
someone recognized the sweatshirt once. They're like, "Oh, Talking Giants." I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "Oh, I listen to that show." Oh, that's cool. I was like,
"Fridays, asshole."
Yeah. You listen to Fridays at the second half of the show. Pieces.
We should make like a custom Talking Giants. Like I'm a host of Talking Giants hoodie for Danny.
Not even that. I'm the weatherman.
Weatherman Dan.
The picture of you with the Iraq map would be a great picture. Like something funny to put on a shirt. In fact, I think I'm going to do that. No one's going to buy it.
Yeah, it's going to get so many sales. I can already see.
See, all my shirt ideas are ones that like I think are funny, but it's like not a ton of people are going to buy. You know, but the Giants aren't good, so it's hard to like. And anytime I do have a good idea, they don't get it done.
Oh, calm down.
Wayne Train was a great idea, and then Barstool started selling it like 3 weeks after I had the idea.
Hey, well, at that point, that's a different thing. You're like, oh, Alfred died. Get out of here.
Yeah, but I'm still trying to make money off of the Wayne Train nickname.
Yeah, you don't support Wayne though.
No, I'm pretty anti Wayne Gallman.
Yeah,
but the shirt would sell.
Oh
sure,
yeah, I mean, Barstool made it, and I'm sure they sold them. Yeah,
your buddy Clem sniped you.
I know. I messaged him. I was like, "You son of a bitch!" I was like, I've been trying to get them to make this shirt for 3 weeks, and oh well. Anyways, that's enough behind the scenes. All right, we're at 40 minutes, so we can end the show.
Oh,
any weekend thoughts that you guys have before we dip?
The Players Championship is going to be great, and we have conference tournament championships.
Yeah, Monday we'll do bracket talk.
I've watched an unhealthy amount of college basketball.
Really? So you can be the person who like informs us of stuff, because I haven't watched any.
Maybe
I haven't watched as much as Danny, but I caught quite a few. So we should have good.
Do like Danny Joe Lenard, like turn Danny Lenardi and have him like bracketology for us.
We got Creighton UConn on tonight. That's gonna be a fun.
Kyle Korver, Creighton.
Not Creighton. Is it Creighton? Yes.
Isn't that where Doug McDermott went to? Was Creighton?
Creighton, yeah.
He's a coach.
I love Dougie Bucket.
Well,
yeah.
Seton Hall, Georgetown's bigger. Come on.
Is anybody in the Big East like a threat?
UConn. Out of all of them.
Who's gonna win it this year?
I guess
I have no clue who's good this year. Who's the favorite? Gonzaga?
Gonzaga, yeah.
Yeah, they're undefeated.
They're undefeated.
Who's second?
Baylor.
Yeah, Baylor.
It's a weird year. Kentucky's out of it. Duke's out of it.
North Carolina's making a run. They got hot at the right time.
North Carolina's getting hot. Yeah.
The Gators. I want Billy Donovan to go back to the Gators. Leave the NBA. Go back to the Gators. Billy Donovan.
Billy Donovan. Who does he even coach now?
The Bulls.
Thunder.
Bulls. That's right.
Bulls.
Yeah. He goes to the Bulls, and then the Thunder add Al Horford, a guy who won him 2 national championships.
So did you feed to Billy Donovan?
I used to make on 2K back in the day. I would make a Torian Green, Corey Brewer, Joakim Noah, Al Horford, Chris Richard, like a dynasty team.
How'd it work out?
Eventually, you make some trades and you make it work. But that would always be my starting point, was like with them. So it was good. They should have added Lee Humphrey to the game. He was the best shooter in the nation, but he didn't play. He wasn't good enough to play in the NBA.
What a shame.
All right, and Walter Hodge from my high school. I went to school with him. He was their 7th man. All right, see you guys. We'll be back on Monday. Stay simple.